Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the latest 4K review from us here at FlickDirect. And for today's 4K review, this is a big one, guys. I'm here to talk to you all about Rocky, the KnockOut collection, which includes Rocky 1, 2, 3, and both cuts of Rocky 4 in 4K. Oh, and by the way, I just want to say, I love how this all looks, but my only little bummer about this set is that it doesn't include Rocky Balboa, because Rocky 5, well, a lot of Rocky fans, we don't like to talk about Rocky 5, but just to have in the collection would have been nice. But hey, 4, this is a good pick right here. In case if you guys have not seen any of the Rocky films yet, or at least Rocky 1 through 4, I kind of just baffled myself just saying that statement. I mean, if you guys haven't seen any of the Rocky films, I mean, any of them, please stop what you're doing right now and just pick up this collection on that merit alone. The Rocky films are classics for a reason. I mean, Rocky 5, we don't really talk about. Even Sylvester Stallone doesn't talk about Rocky 5. But Rocky 1 is one of the greatest sports dramas of all time. Rocky 2 is such a great follow-up. Rocky 3 is a very solid movie that has a really fun fight between Clubber Lang and, of course, Rocky Balboa. Rocky 4 is a very fun movie. It's a movie that is very over the top. It's a movie that definitely, of all the Rocky films, has the best training montage. I mean, the training montage in Rocky 4 is absolutely incredible. It's a training montage that keeps you getting pumped up. All 4 films are so good, even if, let's say, 3 or 4 don't match the quality of Rocky 2 and the original film, but nonetheless, on that matter alone, guys, all I'm going to say is this, guys. If you haven't seen any of the Rocky films, what we're doing right now, get these movies right now and pick them up. I'm just saying this on my personal recommendation and my personal opinion, because the Rocky films, they are some of the best sports dramas of all time. And if you haven't seen them, just pick it up. Just pick it up on that merit, please, guys. Getting into the audio and video quality, starting off with the video quality, all 4 Rocky films, minus the director's cut of Rocky 4, Rocky 1, 2, 3, and 4 are presented on aspect ratios of 1:85:1, and the director's cut of Rocky 4 is showcased in an aspect ratio, if I'm not mistaken, was 2:41. And here's what I can say about the video quality. The video quality on all 4 Rocky films look terrific. I mean, all of them look really, really good. Starting off with Rocky 1 and 2, Rocky 1 and 2 and 4K on the 1:85:1 aspect ratio all look really, really good. Everything looks sharp. Everything looks very clear. The colors look great. Rocky 3 and 4 are the ones that you can tell not only have a bigger budget, but they're the ones that definitely have the most flash, the most pizzazz, the most color to them, especially Rocky 4. With Rocky 4 here, Rocky 4 looks fantastic in 4K, and I'll even mention as well that the director's cut of Rocky 4 looks terrific as well. I mean, I was genuinely surprised, especially by Rocky 4, with how colorful and how flashy it looked. But then again, Rocky 4 is essentially the most 80s, I mean, they did come out in the 80s, but still, you guys get my point. I do firmly believe that Rocky 1 and 2 have the most grounded look, if that makes any sense, while Rocky 3 and 4, with the director's cut of Rocky 4, having the most flashing color. And do not get me wrong when I say this to you guys, Rocky 1 and 2 definitely still have flashes of color. While Rocky 1 and 4K looks fantastic, there are a couple of spots where, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, there are certain times where it feels like the focus is a little bit soft. Details look good, black levels look good, shadow details look terrific, especially in the dark time scenes. I mean, the nighttime sequences, the black levels look fantastic. When it comes down to the video quality, for the most part, all 5 of these films look terrific. Going on to the audio quality, Rocky the KnockOut collection, at least the first 4 films, the original cuts of the 4 films are on English DTS HD MA 5.1 tracks, and also with all the tracks they're included with a 2.0 track, while the Drago collection, the director's cut of Rocky 4 has just the 5.1 track. And unfortunately, while the video quality is fantastic, the audio quality, I wish I could say the same thing. Now, with all that being said, all the audio sounds good, but it could have been loads, and I mean loads better. I personally felt that Rocky 1 sounded good, but there are some issues here where for some reason, now I don't know if you guys will pick up on this like I did, but for some reason, the dubbing and some of the sound effects sounded a bit lower than I expected. Rocky 2 in 4K sounds good, but unfortunately, once again, it doesn't sound absolutely amazing. Rocky 3's audio sounds, again, good, but nothing sounds absolutely amazing. Rocky 4 does sound really, really good, but once again, I'm going to say this once more, it sounds good, but it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't sound right. Dialogue is crystal clear. The ambiance sounds great. The one thing I was missing here, and again, I don't know if it's just me that was watching this, but when it came down to the actual boxing fights, Rocky 1 and 2's boxing fights didn't sound as impactful as I was hoping for. Well, don't get me wrong to you guys, Rocky 4, seeing Rocky just clubbing the crap out of Ivan Drago at one point, it does sound good, but once again, knowing that all the Rocky films don't pack the punch that I was expecting is really kind of a disappointment. But do not get me wrong to you guys, once again, when you get to the training montage of Rocky 4, the songs sound great, the ambiance sounds good. Hearing the crowd when they're originally cheering for Drago on Rocky 4, and then they start cheering for Rocky instead, that stuff right there sounds great. They all sound good, but unfortunately, it's not great. Finally, moving on to the special features, Rocky the KnockOut collection comes with a lot of featurettes. I mean, there is a lot. There is a special disc just included for that, along, by the way, on the Rocky 1 UHC disc, there are 3 commentaries, which are, by the way, really, really good, but where the real meat and potatoes in this collection is in the special features, and just to give you guys a couple of them because there is a lot on this thing. There is a great featurette on Rocky vs. Drago, to which if you saw the director's cut in theaters, to which I unfortunately did not, but this featurette is terrific. One feature in particular that I absolutely loved as a fan of the cinematography, especially the Steadicam thing, there is a great feature on the Steadicam of this movie. One of my other favorite featurettes is that it includes an 8mm collection of the Rocky's home movies. This is awesome, and there is so much more. All in all, what we have here are 5 great movies, some of the best sports dramas of all time, with terrific video quality, and while the audio quality isn't particularly amazing, it's still good with some awesome featurettes. So guys, all I'm going to say is this: if you have not seen any of the Rocky films, pick this up immediately. If you have seen them, pick this movie up and just enjoy a great series of sports dramas. These are all great films, guys. I hope you all enjoyed my review of the Rocky KnockOut collection in 4K. If so, please hit that like button, also share, and don't forget the subscribe button and the notification bell for our latest 4K review goes live. If you guys want to see reviews to 4K reviews, please click it right there or right there. And of course, until our next 4K review goes live, we'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, guys. Hit like, smash subscribe, and get notified for when our reviews, interviews, and news go live.